The Metal Mapper from Geometrics is the product to detect unexploded ordnance. The Metal Mapper is an advanced time domain EM or TEM system. This technology provides a large leap forward in the ability to discriminate between buried UXO items and other metallic objects.
We're here at our IVS lane in front of a test pit in which we've located a 37mm projectile that we're going to use as a baseline to establish a minimum magnetic signature of what we'd expect to find on our site. What we have is a test pit that we put various items in to double check the performance of our instruments. This particular example is an inert 37mm projectile, which is one of the smaller items that we expect to encounter out here. This projectile was an expended projectile. So before it became an inert projectile, somebody actually dug this up. It was a live piece of ordnance at one time.
The Metal Mapper is simple to use. Let's start at the base station.
The base station provides us with information from the global positioning satellites at a fixed point on the ground that allows us to correctly locate on the face of the Earth any targets that we find with the Metal Mapper.
After setting up the base station, it's time to mow the grass back and forth in straight lines along your grid.
One of the other really great things about the Metal Mapper is that it isn't platform specific. We can actually take the sensor out of this cradle and make it man portable. There's been much in the news about civilian contact with landmines and other ordnance throughout the world, particularly in Southeast Asia and Africa. Not exactly easy terrain to take a tractor in. Metal Mapper lets us go man portable. We can take it wherever a man can go.
This is an example of some of the kinds of munitions that you may find on these sites. This particular site's a World War II training site, but this is a 155mm high explosive anti-tank round, and this would be an example of a 61mm mortar nose cone. Both of these items are inert, but in real life situations these would both contain explosives that could go off if disturbed by people during farming or construction operations.
The Metal Mapper was proven in ESTCP-funded testing at Aberdeen Proving Ground and San Luis Obispo for advanced UXO detection and discrimination. The Metal Mapper's Windows-based acquisition software allows for acquisition parameter selection, on-site data QC, real-time data display, and operator feedback during acquisition. The software also offers physics-based analysis, including principal target position and attitude, and a convenient database management of targets.
So what we're showing here is the results of the Metal Mapper. This is plotting the magnitude of the signals as we went along these lines. And the bright pink spots that we show here are the anomalies, which are indicated of buried metal. And we make picks on the peaks of these anomalies and then go revisit them and interrogate them in static mode so that we can actually do an inversion and determine the size, shape, and depth of the buried metallic object.
Using the Metal Mapper allows you to better discriminate between buried scrap metal and intended targets. By doing so, your cost per acre drops significantly. For more information on the Metal Mapper, check us out online at www.geometrics.com or call us at 408-954-0522.